All right, what we're gonna do is just be like where are we? And this video is brought to you by Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, which is you. Your cell salts. What he's telling you. But if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? And that's where we are. And I'm going to show you, okay? I know it's going to be impossible because the average person that goes to the Christian mega churches now, it doesn't matter where you go. They're all on board, okay? I'm going to show you. We're going to look because I have grown up Baptist and a Christian, and I'm going to identify Christianity to what it is, okay? And if you're a solid Christian, then you should. There's the King James, and here's the NIV. This is junk. So let's look. What does it say about idol worship? Well, truthfully, let's just start there, okay? Because the idol worship, it's our foods, it's our drinks, it's our TV, it's the sports, it's the money / careers, and we can go on because, believe it or not, these are idols. Okay, when we put up the energy drinks, the sodas, right here, because it's like with me, which my children will tell you, I'll get coffee because I'm always fixing to be doing something to burn it off, to accelerate my body, to burn more calories. But I need to cut it. And a lot of times I'll pour it out, even if I go through Dunkin' and get it. I'll drink enough and pour it out. And my body is slowly, we've been in a system, a pre-existing design from day one, okay? And you have to think really hard about, can you go along in this video and think, have I actually been in something that has been a lie from day one? Because it depends on how old you are. Okay, the further we get in age, the more there's so much denial and pride and everything that these people have driven into those generations through the TVs, the radios, through this, because post-Civil War, World Wars, 1 and 2, because they're all designed. They got rid of the old world to blow everything up. But see, through poverty, it's going to be more easier to control. Because see, when slavery supposedly ended, cities have always been around, but not like now, because each big city in America has a Colosseum. The same thing in Rome. And look at what happened to Rome. And they're doing the same thing as they're building everything up through our emotional state, which is through the brain. They're building us up to have so much of a connection because through the TV we get the sports, we get the movies, the superstars, the pretty women on TV got to look like them, and the dudes and whatever got to look like them. Yeah, look, and they're all lying. They're all lying. And they created the money, the same people who created all this idol worship, which would be Satan. And what we do is post all those wars, the government never made this important. That was never important to teach any group of children, especially in the school system. That should be top priority, is to teach us how to farm and how to be autonomous and how for us to depend on ourselves. Doesn't that sound like Christ? Yeah, but here's what we do now. Okay? I'll put Christians because I'm included too. TV, pills, fast foods, modified drinks, and that goes to all of them. Okay? We make this, that's number one over everything. Okay? And, you know, the main thing is all we're doing is transferring this to over here. And see, when the slave trade went down, the professional sports popped up. Because, listen, where'd all the money go? It's funny, they have people so stupid. It's like, where did the money go? Can you not think about if you was a drug dealer for 400 years, you really wouldn't need that corporation of slavery or any kind of thing anymore because you fucking made mad bank. Yeah. And what they did is the technology, the machinery was coming. They got rid of the way we used to have power and real God electricity. They got rid of it and then brought in the fake electricity. Okay? And then out of, the money, these families, they lay dormant. And you had that civil war. And down here in the South, they say for like 10 fucking years, and they didn't do shit. The government didn't come down here and do nothing. So you had the Catholic Church with their minions setting up shop, generationally belonging to a church that goes back to the Vatican, which is Satan. It's real, Matt. I know. Satan sets up a long time ago, gets in your head, through your blood generationally, just like the monarch butterfly, and then you fucking die for Satan. But the sports comes up because they know we're going in. You don't know anything about Aquarius. We went into the constellation of Aquarius. Saturn's everywhere. And they were getting it ready in one way, and they're overpopulated the earth and everything for more death. Satan has, which is a whole nother video. But the sports popped up. That's one way you control people, because you've got this and the radio, and they own the newspapers. It's everywhere, dude. The news, the magazines, the commercials. You see all this advertising? The cereal boxes, everywhere. Posters, I had the posters, and you did too. But do you see how this is all idol worship? All this is, just these few. And what this is, along with the pills, is, and that's our mind. That's what I'm saying. We were born into this. Radios have been everywhere. They say the clock, now we'll just say 7:13. That's the clock. There were sundials, like everywhere. People, like, you don't know where you're at. And when you don't know where you're at, then you fucking definitely ain't going to make anything understand, because when the sun comes over every day, their sundial is how you tell time. And that's geocentric. There's no other way around it. The clock, the hour hand, and the minute hand is the moon and the sun. It's easy as shit. But when you flood society with all this idol worship, Christianity basically, because see, this is what's big. This is a big thing in Christianity. Image and status. That right there. Yeah. I'm less than people. Any fucking body looks at me and others. If you've been hit with an alcohol problem and you've gone to a rehab or something, you're a fuck up. And you get zero respect. You don't exist. But yet the other ones that can control the shit that almost kills people and does kill people, you get to say so. Because the leaders or misleaders at the top have given you this huge fucking, Satan has this huge, in Christianity, big time with the gluttony, alcoholism, sex and all that, just a huge pot of just death. And they've normalized it through all this. They put their sports figures on the radio and the TV and the newspapers, because you don't have cell salts, you don't have cannabis or hemp or alkaline water, nothing natural. So they get out there and, hey, I take this pill because it really helps me. Yeah, I'm depressed, and I take this. And then what do the dummies do? Matt, these are experts. They're on TV, so I'm going to take it. It's like 7 years. I've proved it. If they're going to lie about the fucking the rehab industry, nobody ever gets cell salts. You don't get anything. Look, the temple of God, which is that. Satan does that to so many people, and that's a lot of y'all with your eating habit. You're just not in the hospital bed yet. And they never give you anything. except, pills. And they don't fucking work. They don't work. That's why the percentage is like 5%, because the brain is damaged. It's deficient of the cell salts. And from day one, Christianity in all persons has never been taught about your cell salts, ever. Ever, 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 ever. You've never been taught how serious water is. They never talk about water on here. Cell salts, farming, exercising like you should. They push Peloton. They push the direction they're wanting you to go. And just like cattle, you go in that direction off of this. Because it's poverty. You're poor. They created the fucking poverty and created the government assistance. They already knew you were going to be poor. Put the sex out there on all this. Now you're going to have children fucking all day long. Babies popping off everywhere. Matt, we got baby institutes. Praise Jesus. It's like, they do it. Your little mind cannot go back for generations and see how the fuck did they do this? How'd they overpopulate the world? Because it's Satan. If we're looking at Christianity, we're looking at how Satan has done this. And what we lift up as idol worship in place of God. Christians point to their church and it's like, that's not God. That's not God. You're pointing to a structure that God can rip in half tonight. And the false prophet back there in his fucking costume. You are not, your point, they sound good. See, they already have you under the influence of pills, foods, drinks, careers, making money, all this emotional shit going into watching movies and sports figures. And then it's on the radio, Matt. It is real. And it's because Satan, generationally, has gotten into not just Christianity, but everywhere. Every fucking where. And now, this is reality. And it's like 100 years ago, people looking at this would be like, y'all better fucking throw all that away and look at where we are. Because they sell the makeup. The makeup can be natural. You should be knowing to grow all the different flowers, get the petals, all the different colors, ladies and dudes now, and crush them up in your little cauldron and get that pigment, that color, and then go to town, baby. Put your fucking makeup on because it's natural and it's actually prettier. No, man, this makes me younger. It's like, that shit out there will make you younger. The more you stay inside and you take all the Satan shit, Christians, is idle because, trying to get younger, it's like, so now you're saving lives, you're getting younger, all in the count of staying inside, never exercising, never reading or anything, never fucking moving at all. And you think you're going to do something. No. Yeah, they are, Matt, because this has been in your head your entire life. This is in your head. Once you can finally realize that this is a program, this is meant for you, okay? The gadgets were forced into your hands for this point in time, period. It's insane because there's more kids having sex and having sex addictions at 7, 8 fucking years old. And y'all are saving lives. It's like your child's up there jerking off every night and fucking popping each other in the butt probably. The other ones, young as hell now, because you know what? They got their little apps because the fuckers that run the world pull them in. That's right. All of your cartoons on Disney and all that shit ain't nothing but pedophilia. And Christians idol worship pedophilia. And eventually they're going to say, hey, pedophilia is just like alcoholism. It's just a problem. Bring your child here. I mean, hey, if they get caught fondling them, that's okay because we're all going to heaven by the grace of God. Let's torment the child some more. And you'll go, praise Jesus. That's right. Just deal with it. And it's like, I have gave people out after out after out that we could do with a big fucking backing. They don't do nothing. Y'all go right back into your programming. You don't understand nothing. You've been fucking chasing that funny money, which is not even real. The blood inside of you is the currency. Satan took it and then gave you shit, poisons and everything. You've built the hospital industry, built the Cancer Institute, built the Lung Institute, built the heart disease, built the heart attack institutes, built the fucking whatever else, everything else. Get rid of all the natural and poison them and then they'll take up for it. Praise Jesus, we can fuck off, Matt. Listen, I don't want you to be a dummy. I have lost everything here. And that's the story of Christ. You got to lose it all. No, Matt. No. Yes. So that means the more that I fucking struggle and the more that I lose, the more that I'm going to gain. And the more that I control is what's going in and out of my temple, then the more I can think. And you can't because you're fucked up, because Satan loves you. He saves lives. Listen, it's coming. Staying inside saves lives. Watch. Stay inside. It's everywhere out there. And people, man, and remember, every breath, that's covered. That's your lung. That's not. That's going into your blood. That's the carbon dioxide coming out. When you cover it up, it's not anymore. Praise Jesus, man. This is our head. Jesus, I don't know anymore. It's like, get out of it. Get out of it. Get out of it, Christians. Come on, I love you.